Once upon a time in the golden era of early Islam, a remarkable woman stood out for her unparalleled devotion and mystical insights. Her name was Hazrat Rabia Basri, a saint whose life and teachings continue to inspire millions. Born into a world where women's spiritual achievements were often overshadowed, Rabia emerged as a beacon of divine love and enlightenment. Her journey from a life of poverty to becoming one of the most revered figures in Islamic mysticism is a testament to her extraordinary faith and resilience. Rabia was born in the city of Basra, Iraq, around 717 CE. Her early life was marked by hardship and adversity. She was the fourth daughter in a poor family, and her birth was so impoverished that her parents couldn't afford to light a lamp or swaddle her. Her father, a devout man, could not afford even a drop of oil to anoint his newborn child. Despite their poverty, Rabia's family was known for their piety and deep faith. This humble beginning set the stage for Rabia's future path, where material wealth was irrelevant compared to spiritual richness. From a young age, Rabia displayed an extraordinary spiritual inclination. One night her father had a dream where the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon high, appeared and told him, "Your daughter is a favorite of the Lord, and she shall lead many Muslims to the right path." This dream was a sign of Rabia's future greatness. Her father, moved by the divine message, nurtured her spiritual growth despite their dire circumstances. Rabia's early years were filled with the teachings of the Quran and stories of the Prophet, which deeply influenced her outlook on life. She was known among her peers for her exceptional piety and wisdom beyond her years. Rabia's devotion to her faith was evident even in her childhood. She would often retreat into quiet corners to engage in prayer and reflection, seeking solace and connection with the divine. Rabia's life took a dramatic turn when she was captured by bandits and sold into slavery. Despite her dire circumstances, Rabia's faith never wavered. She spent her nights in prayer and fasting, and her days in the service of her master. Her devotion was so intense that it eventually moved her master to free her, recognizing her spiritual stature. This period of enslavement, though harsh, served to strengthen Rabia's resolve and deepen her commitment to her faith. Her unwavering devotion under such conditions is a powerful testament to her character and belief. Rabia's steadfast faith shone through in her actions. She would spend hours in meditation and prayer, often asking Allah for forgiveness and guidance. Her master, witnessing her dedication, began to see her as more than a mere servant, but as a person of profound spiritual depth and integrity. Once freed, Rabia chose a life of seclusion and deep spiritual practice. She renounced all worldly pleasures, dedicating herself entirely to the worship of Allah. She lived in a small, simple house, spending her days and nights in prayer and contemplation. Her only possession was a broken jug for water, an old mat to sleep on, and a brick for a pillow. This ascetic lifestyle was a testament to her belief that true wealth lies in spiritual fulfillment, not material possessions. Rabia's austerity was not just about renunciation, but a profound statement about the essence of true happiness and divine love. She believed that the distractions of the world were barriers to achieving a pure connection with Allah. Rabia's simple life reflected her teachings. She often spoke about the importance of inner purity over external luxuries. Her house became a place of pilgrimage for many who sought her counsel and blessings, and her words provided solace and guidance to countless seekers of truth. Rabia's teachings emphasized the pure, unconditional love of Allah. She taught that one should worship Allah not out of fear of hell or desire for paradise, but out of love for Him alone. This concept of divine love, known as ishq-i-hakiki, became a cornerstone of Sufi philosophy. Rabia's prayers and poetry reflect this profound love and longing for the divine. One of her famous supplications is, "O Allah, if I worship you for fear of hell, burn me in hell. And if I worship you in hope of paradise, exclude me from paradise. But if I worship you for your own sake, grudge me not your everlasting beauty." This prayer encapsulates her belief in the purity of worship and the essence of true devotion. Rabia's perspective was revolutionary for her time, challenging the traditional notions of worship driven by fear or reward. Her message was simple yet profound. The ultimate goal of worship should be to seek Allah's pleasure and love. Her poetry and teachings were suffused with metaphors of love and longing, often drawing from the language of romantic love to express her deep spiritual connection with Allah. Rabia's influence extended far beyond her own time. She was a pioneer of Sufism, a mystical Islamic belief system that seeks a direct, personal experience of God. Her emphasis on divine love and her rejection of materialism resonated deeply with many, and her teachings were passed down through generations. Despite the challenges she faced as a woman in a male-dominated society, Rabia's wisdom and spiritual insights earned her the respect of many prominent scholars and mystics of her time. Hassan al-Basri, a renowned Sufi, once visited her and was so impressed by her spiritual state that he declared her his teacher. Her influence on the development of Sufism cannot be overstated. She laid the groundwork for future generations of mystics. Rabia's teachings provided a framework that allowed later Sufi scholars to explore the depths of divine love and the nature of the soul's relationship with God. Her life and works inspired numerous poets, scholars, and spiritual leaders, and her legacy is often seen as a foundational element of the Sufi tradition. Rabia's life was a testament to the power of faith and love. She lived her life in total devotion to Allah, transcending the limitations of her circumstances and societal expectations. Her legacy continues to inspire those seeking a deeper connection with the divine. Her story is a powerful reminder that true spiritual leaders are not defined by their external conditions, but by the purity of their hearts and the depth of their devotion. Rabia's teachings continue to resonate, reminding us of the eternal truth that love for the divine is the highest form of worship. Her life challenges us to look beyond the material world and find true happiness in the love and worship of Allah. Her simplicity and humility, combined with her profound spiritual wisdom, serve as a guide for anyone seeking a meaningful and fulfilling spiritual path. Rabia's legacy is not only preserved in the written words of her teachings, but also in the countless hearts she has touched through her example of unwavering faith and divine love. Rabia passed away in 801 CE, but her teachings and poetry live on. Her shrine in Basra is a site of pilgrimage for many who seek to honor her memory and draw inspiration from her life. Rabia's message of unconditional love for Allah remains a guiding light for Sufis and all those on the spiritual path. Her enduring legacy is a testament to her impact on the world of Islamic mysticism. Her poetry and teachings are still studied, providing spiritual guidance to those on the path of Sufism. Her story is not just one of hardship and devotion, but also of profound wisdom and insight. Rabia's life teaches us that true fulfillment and peace come from a deep personal connection with the divine, and that love is the purest form of worship. Her life is a powerful reminder that spiritual greatness transcends all worldly barriers and challenges. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life of Hazrat Rabia Basri. Her story is a powerful reminder of the transformative power of faith and love. If you found this video inspiring, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more stories of extraordinary lives and timeless wisdom.